A very simple mistake nearly cost a St. Louis County man his home. His story will have you double-checking some important paperwork all of us should be filling out. Investigative reporter Chris Negus explains why this could happen to anyone.
It's a modest home in Afton. Donald Eckhart has lived here for 54 years.
We moved here when I was 2 years old on my second birthday.
For Eckhart, it's the only home he's ever known. His parents bought it with no mortgage in 1963. He's still got the original title. For Eckhart, life is not easy and has not been for many years.
I am not, of legal mind, so I was just kind of like a rock in a hard place.
Don was in a terrible accident when he was 18, and he has a brain injury.
James Sedgwick is a friend of Eckhart's, and lately he's been helping him navigate a paperwork nightmare. In August of 2017, Donald's home was sold in the St. Louis County tax sale because he was 3 years behind on taxes. Under the current law, once a home is sold, the homeowner has 1 year to redeem it by paying all taxes and penalties in full. When we met, the 1 year deadline was closing in fast.
And I'm trying to do everything I can to help him save this house.
Where would you go if you lose this house?
The street, I guess.
No question, Donald is low income. His disability payment is only $4.90 a month. But Donald's failure to pay taxes isn't because he doesn't have the money. Instead, he doesn't have access to his money.
When his aunt passed away, he was to be beneficiary of her estate.
But because of an easy-to-avoid mistake, that didn't happen. Donald is an only child. In 1991, his father died, so his mother, Mary, set up a revocable living trust. Mary appointed her sister, Sarah, to be her power of attorney, a job that included making sure Donald's needs were taken care of. A few years ago, Donald's mom died. Things were fine until Aunt Sarah developed Alzheimer's and died herself. Unfortunately for Donald, there was no longer a living trustee to dole out the money. Can you get any money out of that trust?
No, I haven't been able to. I don't even know how to go about getting it.
The key to a good estate plan is communication.
Curtis Searcy is a senior vice president with U.S. Bank. He sees plenty of complex situations after death, but says they can be avoided.
Making sure that the beneficiary designations are up to date is absolutely key.
In Donald's case, the situation is more complex because of his disability. Searcy says there are safeguards.
One of the things you could consider is a special needs trust being set up for that person, where you appoint either a corporate trustee, an institution like U.S. Bank, or an individual trustee, someone that family may know or may want to hire to do that. Then they would actually administer the assets and take care of that individual throughout their lifetime.
Lacking a trustee, Donald had no access to his money, including a CD at U.S. Bank. With the deadline to keep his house approaching, his friend James called an attorney.
I petitioned to become his trustee.
Are you wanting James to be your trustee?
Yes.
The maneuver worked. As the newly appointed temporary trustee, Sedgwick was able to access money intended for Donald.
I was able to get the cashier's check.
We were there as Sedgwick walked the $10,000 check.
This is for one of my clients.
Okay.
Yeah. Make sure he doesn't lose his home next week.
Into the St. Louis County Revenue Office.
Let me go back and get you a receipt.
Yeah, Donald's going to be so happy. Thank you so much.
With little time to spare, Donald's lifelong home, the one purchased without a mortgage, was saved from the tax sale.
Feels absolutely amazing. I can't tell you how happy I am that you're here so that other people will learn that this could happen to anybody.
Bottom line, not only do you need a plan, you need a backup plan as well, especially if you have children you want taken care of after you're gone. Chris Negus, News 4.